No!
Ouchies or lost body parts?
Excuse me?
I'm really glad you're okay.
Thanks, Ollie.
Don't want to lose any more friends to this place.
Assuming a lot here.
Hey, did you see the shrine?
We did, Ollie.
Catnap made it for the prototype.
Why are you so happy about it?
Before Catnap turned into Catnap, I guess there was some pretty serious accident.
Oh?
He almost died, but they say that the prototype saved his life,
Boo.
giving up his own freedom in the process.
His own freedom?
Catnap's eyes, the prototype is a superhero and has saved this place.
I can tell with all the
Catnap
death.
treats him like a god, killing everyone that opposes him.
And he still can't touch the world's best security guard.
Lay off the anchovies for a second.
Did it scare you? If you thought that was terrifying, just wait until you see the real thing.
Why are you Catnap's hype man?
We're really close to the end.
That's good.
Sent you a new key. You're going to the counselor's office instead.
That wasn't in the school?
But it should have enough juice.
More errands.
Get that generator going and plug it in. I think we'll be done.
Here's to hope.
Keep your eyes open for Catnap. Every shadow and every flickering light is a hiding spot.
Good, he should be hiding from me.
Stalks his prey first.
I think it's the other way around.
Anything you have to defend yourself. And when you're at your most vulnerable, he'll kill you.
He'll die trying.
Catnap lives for the hunt. Good luck. Talk soon.
I'll parade his corpse in the street like a marching band.
Awfully confident against a giant creature that we haven't even had contact with since the start of the chapter.
You're also not controlling the game as of now, I am. And as far as I'm concerned, I don't plan on losing.
In a competition for the least muscle mass, you and Catnap would tie for first place.
And the bickering takes us once again to a new destination that we're probably not prepared for.
Loading screen and all.
I hate this game.
There's so much that's happened recently that my mind has just gone numb from information overload.
Are we also not going to talk about that entire escapade with the dog? What actually happened back there?
Someone's definitely watching us for the record.
I get enough stalkers anyways.
Going back to what you were saying, Donald, I think what happened was those things crawled inside him and acted like a symbiote.
The little mind virus that ate his organs up like some fried rice. Good thing the only thing they were going to snack on around here was a couple of Democrats and pure testosterone.
I don't know about that. Oh, this certainly isn't decrepit or worrisome at all.
Yeah, when do you ever have to be concerned about the word help being written with blood on a wall?
You never know, it could be feces too.
We are at an orphanage, after all.
Back to everything that's went on, one thing that's constantly being mentioned is the prototype and how he's basically the reason behind all of this.
Some big oogly boogly thing that caused whatever horrible things that went on down here? Freddy Fazbear moment.
I think you meant William Afton, but who knows anymore?
I wonder what our level of ordnance was, because we seem to know some of the factory. But we don't exactly know anything about what made everybody disappear.
That's red smoke ahead.
Open your ears, Joe. Do you hear that?
Yeah, but I don't know what it is.
Run,
I think
Joe,
it's right
run!
here.
Well, the bad news is that I didn't run, but the good news is that we're still alive.
And as hopeless and as clueless as ever, I feel like we're baby kittens that just got thrown off a bridge.
I feel like a baby kitten now, but we're slowly starting to piece together how to navigate this place.
The music kicking back in isn't really the best sign, though. Most of the time, we're met with hostile forces once we hear the music.
Joe, you better tighten up the lederhosen because we're going in with no safety on.
But I have the gas mask.
Oh, joy. We have more backrooms footage and jigsaw puzzles to sift through.
And this one looks like a doozy. They not only increase the amount of puzzles that there are, but the difficulty as well. From what I've seen, you really have to think through these.
The only one that I got to, I immediately died, and Don took over. And even after years of picking at the dirt, he finally mined diamonds out of it.
Does the name World's Best Security Guard mean nothing to you?
It's amazing to me that we've almost been doing this for a full year, and you still drag on about being the world's best security guard.
Who else do you know that can take down humongous scraps of sentient metal while also making America game again?
I'm sure if you have any other presidents on this platform, they would be competent enough to handle this situation.
That's how I know that's a lie. 90% of the other presidents are either dead or have been alive since electricity was discovered.
Yeah, Donald, take exactly everything I say at face value. I'm referring to when they were still cognitive and able to form coherent thought. Obviously, a skeleton won't be able to do anything because it's just a clump of marrow.
And even if it was in their prime, they wouldn't be able to do anything. You're telling me that Martin Van Buren could take a look at this and wouldn't immediately burn it at the stake for witchcraft?
We're made to adapt as people, Don. You can't tell me that in a calm, instructed environment, that he or any other individual wouldn't be able to complete the task at hand.
I don't even know what's happening, but I'm just here for the ride.
What are you even talking about anymore? All I'm saying is that I'm a very capable person, as proof of this country back in its prime.
We're not talking about ribs, we're talking about presidencies. Honestly, it does amaze me that you were able to keep this nation from falling apart for 4 years.
And that's because I was the glue that this country needed after your 8 years.
Guys, I'm literally just trying to solve a puzzle here. Kindly shut up!
Okay, okay.
Right.
We were just having a conversation, Joe.
Yeah.
Sorry to upset
A
you.
nice civil conversation with my good friend Obama.
Not exactly, but close enough.
I expected silence, gentlemen, but not that much. If a pin dropped on the floor, you could hear the vibrations approach your feet.
Can't talk about my feats and achievements, and if I can't talk about that, then what's the point of talking?
Quit being a drama queen.
King,
Semantics.
weren't we supposed to be in the counselor's office? Why do we keep dipping in and out of back rooms' floors?
It's interesting how many moving parts this entire place had. It's almost like every little wall was held up by 5 other separate mechanical nodes behind it.
Head of play care, Stella Graber. Well, that's a new name that we've never seen before.
Actually, it appeared a couple times in the chapters before, just hard to spot out.
Maybe if you showed us instead of watching us flail around like fish.
And it looks like we got another tape in front of us again.
We've been getting the dump on this place during this chapter, and let me just say, it does not make any of this flattering.
What to begin with made this flattering? The death that surrounded us constantly? The creepy, stretchy things that would chase us?
Less flattering, I should say.
Not that hard to beat, Barack.
Well, there's the tape right there. It was under your nose the whole time, Joe.
Your cataracts must be swooping in again. Make sure to check up on that once we get out of this place.
Not everything is as literal as you make it, Don. Sometimes I just miss things under my nose.
Oh, Mr. and Mrs. Hartman. Come on in. Please, have a seat.
Looks like we have some new characters being introduced.
How was your ride down?
It was, nothing like we were expecting. Mr. Ludwig's speech was...
Creepy.
Well, it just confirms for us that you're the orphanage we want to go through.
It's a truly magical place. I felt right at home from the second I entered. You open that door the first time and you just know. You're never going to leave.
You're creepy,
It's
too.
like finding a home as a child and always thinking of it when you want to feel comforted.
I think this is
I
Stella
understand
talking
you want
here.
to give Jeremy that home? Yes, and we would like to adopt. Amazing. You'll be perfect for... Oh,
Oh?
what? Well, it appears there's been some complications.
That doesn't sound good.
Complications? Oh, what kind of complications?
Seems cryptic.
I don't know.
Testing?
Testing.
What do you mean, testing?
What does that mean? Tell us, what does that mean?
Miss Graper, we deserve a better explanation than that. Don't you think?
You're in charge of all this. How could you not know?
And why are we only finding out about this now?
I don't. I'm sorry.
Why is it so quiet? Why is the silence so deafening right now?
There was some sort of testing that was going on in the facility. I guess that's all we really need to know.
Let me think about this for a second. So between the scientist from the first chapter, the scientist from this chapter talks about having tests being done, and Poppy talking about terrible things being done here, doesn't take a mathematician to add all this up.
Do you really think they were doing some sort of tests on these orphans?
They're not testing for polio, that's for sure.
Whatever the case may be, it's not looking good for us. I can see why this entire place reeks of death and why close to everything here wants nothing but the worst for us.
Taking a page out of democracy, I see.
So our goal here is to find the power node in this place, right?
I think that's been the goal the whole time. I'm hoping that there isn't any more smiling critters that come crawling after us. That would not be ample for us at all.
Also because I'm the only one that dealt with those things. And let me just tell you, they find a way to crawl up your pant leg even when you have them by the foot.
Wait, what else is interesting about this whole testing thing is that Elliot Ludwig apparently had bodies found in his estate. This really adds to what could have happened down here.
Is it just me, or do you guys also hear the creepy music playing?
It's like if a Scottish hotel was a sound.
Awful lot of off-putting records being played around here.
Do I have to switch hands or something? Huh. I guess so, and it almost killed us too.
If the red smoke is an indicator of catnap being around, why are we just rushing into this place? At least let me get a hold of my machete first.
We really got to treat this thing like a Komodo dragon, don't we?
You know, I saw one of those things that eat an entire baby deer. Coolest thing I've ever seen.
What?
Excuse me?
Yeah, I saw it on Twitter when I was on my lunch break one day. This big dinosaur of a lizard just ripped the gazelle out of the womb and snacked on it like Eggs Benedict.
Some things should probably just be kept to yourself, Donald.
No, you needed to hear this. Think about this salamander the size of a car, manhandling a creature like a deer just for it to say, bottoms up.
I really do not want to think about that.
Didn't you eat 3 metric tons of salmon today? How does your stomach even stand tall and wide after describing the circle of life like it was Animal Planet?
I think I'm forgetting how this game works because I could have swore that was a power distributor.
It has been a while since we played it, and there have been quite the amount of events that has happened with the channel and during your presidency.
Yeah, like fueling the fire to several separate wars.
Don't blame me, blame Candy Cadet.
I think we're all good to go in this area. And would you look at that, we have yet another puzzle.
I'll be honest, it's coming to the point where it's getting really tiring.
We have spent such an astronomically long time on this game just trying to stick the rectangle block in the circle hole. Can I just dismember this prehistoric animal already?
It's not as simple as that.
Yeah, because if it was, Catnap would be napping so hard his sleep would be as deep as 6 feet.
That's an interesting way to put it. I don't disagree, but it's just something I never heard of.
Donald's so good at that, it's terrifying.
Good at what?
Saying so much yet so little at the same time. Like you yap, but it's so filled with nothing that it's almost like you didn't talk, such as eating chips and consuming empty calories.
As if I haven't sat by you for a year straight, hearing your voice slip through my headset like the dark thoughts in the back of my head. When you talk, it's as pointless as a circle.
Again, I might just be losing my touch, but some of these buttons and doohickeys just aren't reacting the way I would expect them to.
I noticed that for the brief period I played. Some of the movement and the mechanics reacted a bit sluggishly or didn't even react at all.
And there's the liberal tears that I'm so used to.
Donald, if there's any platforms up ahead, do you want to conquer your fear and take the lead?
Don't get smart with me, Joe. You know you won't be able to keep up.
You mean hang behind?
Well, isn't this just the biggest mess that you love to see?
Looks like one of those yoinky sploinky boards where you throw the oval down and try to get points.
What is a yoinky sploinky board? Donald, where do you even come up with these terms?
If I leak the sauce, then everyone will have the recipe. I can't have greatness being imitated here, Obama.
My calculations are correct. And there we go. Looks like this old noggin still has it together.
So this can power the purple boost to get us up to, well, wherever we need to go.
I've said this before, but don't break a hip on the trip, Joe.
And magically, we have power to a product that shouldn't have existed in the first place.
Not the first time scientists have created abominations to humanity. And from what I'm hearing on these audio tapes, they didn't have any signs of stopping.
This doesn't look the safest to go down. Are you sure this is where we're supposed to go?
The red smoke almost confirms it. I just need a little fire and a little light to guide us to the promised land.
It's about time I find this feline and feast on him like fried feathers.
There's only so many things that you can say here that won't get taken down, Don. And I'm not so sure that those are one of those things.
Boy, the music just doesn't stop, does it?
Where even are we? Why does this entire place just turn into an Egyptian tomb where we avoid booby traps? This business was set up by con men. It had to be.
Well, whatever it may be, here's a battery that we need.
What the?
He just attacked us. Come back here and face us like men, you feral phony.
We're dead. There's no way that we're not dead. Was that supposed to happen?
Well, if it's not, I think I just got a heart attack, so one of you guys might have to take over. Wait, what is this?
Can the car come and hit us already like we're in a Warner Brothers cartoon? I'm sick and tired of whatever's going on around here.
Wait, what did Poppy just say? And we're going through the red smoke now?
Oh, this cat has us hallucinating now. If this just don't beat all.
Do you have any idea what you're doing?
This is the start of the game. I think this could be flashbacks when we worked here. but it looks so damaged already.
Poppy, the only thing I know that I'm doing is topping off the salmon I had earlier, and apparently this cat got jealous of my good eats.
What's going on anymore? Catnap attacked us and now we're having nightmares?
Do you know what's happened here?
We're in home, sweet home.
This place, the shadows of these children, I don't know what happened, but it had to be something sinister with them.
We were an ex-employee. Why wouldn't we stop it if
There's
this was going
catnap.
on?
Little Timmy is just sitting there without a care in the world. No wonder these things want to rip us to shreds if there was testing done to them.
We're in the classroom now.
You know who we once were.
Look at who we are, Obama.
Are these the memories of our past? What evil went on underground?
And here comes the wormhole again. Catnap is going to pay for this.
A part of me is wondering if this really is Catnap's fault.
See why we have to end this?
Like, look at this. These were innocent children. What did these scientists allow to happen to them?
A lot of evil, that's what. But I'm telling you this, I'm here to end it, and no cat or spider or cookie monster is going to stop me.
You're not listening to what Poppy is saying. I don't think we even know who we are.
I accepted that.
Do you even know what's real?
And it seems we don't even know what's going on anymore. Is this even a hallucination we're experiencing?
What else is it, Obama?
It has to be a hallucination. It's just the places we've all been before.
What else happened down here, Poppy? Because if it has a problem with me, I'll fix its attitude.
That's a face.
It's Huggy Wuggy.
Why is he here? We killed him. Stop popping up in our dreams.
Get ready for the jump scare.
I'm ready for it.
No, you don't.
And it didn't even happen. But what is even happening?
There's screams. They're terrifying.
What's this red light? Where are we?
Why is everybody screaming? What happened here?
It's all red. Everywhere I look, it's all red.
These screams are sending shivers down my spine.
What is that in the mist?
It's the hand from
That's
last
the prototype.
chapter.
He's reaching for us, so he caused all of this. Him and Catnap are gonna pay?
If we're still alive, well, we have to get out of this red smoke, Joe.
The phone. The phone is ringing.
Is it Ollie?
Good thing I'm easy to find, Furball. It's Donald Trump here wanting to thank all of our members for supporting us. We can't thank you enough. If you would like to become a member and see exclusive content, click the link in the description.